Alright, so I was looking at Twitter and I saw this stupid ass chart thing. I remember seeing a video of iDubbbz doing it like a few days ago on a fast food chain, and now everyone's just doing everything, and I saw one that was like really bad for Siege. It was so bad. Who the fuck thought it would be smart to put all of the recruits in here? You really think I'm gonna go through and figure out which one has which gun? All I know is the MA70s on the GSG9, and that's the only one that matters, okay? S. Boom. Siege broke their shield operators. That's it. They're so broken, okay? Yeah, so that's a good start to it right now. Alright, so Alibi's MX4 is just amazing. Like, it has a high fire rate, it's very accurate, it has 30, 31, I don't remember, and she has impact nades. On top of that, she's an information operator, so Alibi is going to be in B for sure. Alright, now Ashe. Ashe, in my opinion, is very overrated. While she has very good guns, it's not very often that you come into a situation where you, like, absolutely need something to be soft breached. So Ashe is only going to be in B. Bandit. Bandit is probably one of the best, like, hard breach denier operators. Although you guys can say, oh, Capitao can, you know, fix that. Well, literally, if you've got a Jager on, have him put on shield instead of barbed wire. Just have him put down the shield right at the drone hole. Guess what? The fire can't go past the shield as long as you have it directly against the wall. So, I mean, there's your counter. Like, for now, Bandit's gonna be right there in S tier, okay? Blackbeard doesn't really need an explanation. Nerf Beard, okay, we'll put him in D because his gun isn't bad. Buck has become more and more useful lately with the meta. So, like, Mira has been less picked on some of the sites that she was more popular on because you're just able to open up the floor, buck it open, and you know, just shoot out the Mira. And I just see more and more people using Buck lately for that reason, as well as some others. His guns are pretty decent. He has nades. Nades are always amazing as an attacker. So he's gonna be in B. Castle, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. He's gonna be in D. Cav, so on the one that the one guy did, he had Cav in D. Are you serious? If you get even a single interrogation off, you see where, you know, the entire enemy team is for so long. Not only that, her pistol did not get nerfed very much, okay? Her pistol's still amazing. For now, definitely gonna be B. Now Clash, the dude put her in F. I'd say she needs to be in D because, like, it's just so useful for defenders to be able to play behind her, and especially because she can slow enemies. Like, she'll make sure that they can't back up or anything or even really defend themselves. Now on the list that I saw, Doc and Rook were S tier. I feel like it's not really debatable. The MP5s are just amazing, and Rook has impact nades. He automatically helps all the rest of his teammates. I mean, Doc's, you guys could say, oh, Docs are selfish, like, they don't know how to play with the team, but, like, man, when they do play with the team, just that 40 health can help the entire team. So both of them, you know, are going to be S tier. Capitao, I don't know, I mean, his pick rate has gone up like crazy since his buff, where the fire can now drop to the ground instead of just, you know, staying wherever it got thrown. So with that, it's been countering bandit tricking, because you shoot it through the drone hole and it'll kill the bandit. And even if the bandit gets a bandit trick off, as long as he's dead after that first one, you're just going to get it on the next one, you know what I mean? So Capitao, he has Claymore. I'm feeling like he needs to be an A. Dokkaebi, ooh boy. I don't really like her DMR. I don't know. I just don't like her guns. Her ability is less and less useful now. I don't know. She's gonna go in C tier. Echo is becoming like more played. I feel like he's definitely an A, because even if he dies, you have this full range camera as long as you put it in a decent spot. On top of that, he has an ACOG. His gun isn't even bad. He's got his little, shield to hide behind. And 4 plant denials in total, which could just absolutely clutch around, especially at a last minute push. So he's going to be in A. Ella. Okay, Ella was obviously amazing when she first came out. They made her really bad at one point. I remember really, really liking Ella when she came out. They took away her impact nades, and they were like, oh no, that's not enough. We're also going to make her recoil just insane. It's just going to shoot up to the left. There it is. There it goes. You can't even control it. But they actually reduced the recoil now. I don't know if people knew that. And our gun is just much easier to control again. And since the mag is so big, you have, a lot higher of a chance to just hit a head, even if you just sit there and spray that whole mag out, which is 41 in it. I don't know, her gun is just too amazing to pass up. And then on top of that, she could also be considered an info op. So I'd say she's probably going to be in B. Next is Finca. Finca's boost, amazing. Amazing that it can res a teammate. Amazing that it can completely deny Cav an interrogation. But I feel like not enough players play her for it to be like that important. She will be C tier, but I mean, she's really good. Frost, my friend pointed it out to me a few times that I always tend to like look down and try to like pre-fire the floor as I'm vaulting windows, but I'm on defense. So like once you get that like hardwired into your brain, it kind of, it renders Frost useless. So the only times where her mats are actually good is if you place them in spots where people aren't expecting them to be. So she's gonna be D. Fuse's guns suck. I hate playing with his guns. I hate his guns. His AK, I hate the sight on it. I put a hollow on it because it's that bad. His ability, countered by Jager. Boom, 3 of those gone. Other than that, people can hear you placing it, and if you're in a high enough rank, it's just going to get shot out, and you might even get shot out with it. Like, he's just so useless. Like, he's just not good. I don't see anyone playing him unless they're in a very, very low rank, and I'm not in that rank, so he's going to go into F. Glaz, I want to put in F so badly. Ooh, it is not there, dude. Like, Glaz is not worth playing unless you're like, alright, boys, we gotta get all the smokes in here. We gotta get Capital, Jackal, just everyone running smokes. Get the Monty in here. We're gonna go for that Monty plant and then just throw Glaz in there. That's the only time he's good, and how many times do you actually end up doing that? So, I mean, I won't put him in F just for those smoke plants, but his gun, really? I miss when, it was 2 body shots to kill someone. And even though it was really OP, I mean, it's a sniper. Like, it's a hard sniper, dude. But he's gonna go into D. And, oof, dude. Oof. Gridlock. Her gun is really good. It's easy to control. It's just kind of like the spray pattern that goes a little bit everywhere. Her ability, personally, I think for anti-roamers, it would be better than Nomads. And it's a good way to push site too, because if you know that they're in rotate and stuff, you can just yeet it there and push on the site with her smokes. She's got smokes. Smokes is always good on attackers, so I feel like she deserves to be in B. Now Hibana is just like an instant A. Do I even need to clarify? IQ. For the most part, I've been seeing, like, my main point to this is I've been seeing so many Echo players. It doesn't matter what site we're on. Everyone just wants to play Echo right now. I don't know why. And IQ is just a hard counter to that. I mean, in her AUG, it's not bad. I was hating on it a lot, but it's not even that bad. And, she has to be an A right now, just because of how hard she counters Echo, who's a high pick right now. Now, Jackal's guns, phenomenal. You're playing with this C7E, oof, dude, the most accurate gun. It has a good fire rate, it has a good amount of damage, it has a good mag size. It's just crazy how good he is. You have 3 scans, and it forces the roamers back on the site, and either they go back on the site or your teammates kill him, or you can kill him. Not only that, you don't have to just use his ability right away. I mean, you don't have to scan everyone. You can just follow the dudes to their footprints. And instead of like scaring them out of their hiding spot, you know what I mean? So I want to put him in B so bad, just because of how good his guns are. His ability forces roamers away. I mean, the only person that can counter it is Cav, so maybe it should be in B with Cav. I think I'm gonna put him in B for now. Alright, Jager. Jager is a very high pick rate right now. If you're trying to bandit trick and you just want someone to run shield, he could just put on shield, put a Jager above the drone hole, you know what I mean? So I think for now he's gonna go in A. I mean, his gun is amazing. His gun has always been amazing. This dude put him in S tier, but he put Ashe in S tier too. That's like asking for an ACOG back. Like, hey guys, hey Ashe Jager mains, your ACOG's gone, okay? It's gone. And guess what? Your ops aren't S tier, okay? Just stop. Now Kaid, he's the only one who can stop hatch breach, right? And if they don't bring a Thatcher, they're just screwed. Like, they're not gonna be able to do anything. I feel like maybe he should be in C, because some sites don't even have hatches. Some sites don't have walls worth breaching besides the hatch. Like, some sites you only want to get the hatch. So, like, people would always bring a Thatcher just to make sure of the Kaid. So he is gonna go in C. Capcan. It doesn't matter how much I love you, Capcan. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do you dirty like this, bro. I know you have 5 traps now. They're not insta-kill. They only do like 50. I mean, your gun, I love it, but man, I love your gun, but dude, oh, it could be better. Oh, it could be. You're gonna have to be in D. I'm gonna have to do you dirty like that, dude. Oh, I hate putting you in D, Capcan. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, anyway, moving on. Legion. I would not put Legion in S tier. Like, I've noticed just more people being a lot more watchful for the traps now. He stops entry, so even if they want to rush site, you know, instantly they already got to back off because they can't run anymore. So he's another information op, except times 10. Times 10, with an amazing gun, with impact nades. I mean, he is definitely going to go in A, for sure. Lion. I've been playing a little bit of Lion. He has 3 calls now. It only pings them. They have less time to realize that it's happening, so it is good. So I mean, if you could time it right, for sure, but like, it's another one of those things where he should be paired with someone, and I feel like since I have Dokkaebi here, he needs to be paired with Dokkaebi. And not everyone wants to run that anymore. It's the cancer squad, bro. It's a cancer squad. Like, we don't need that in our lives, guys. He's good, but only paired, okay? That's the only point I'm making, okay? Maestro, since they made it so that Twitch could get his drones, Thatcher can get his drones, Sledge is able to get them still, Ashe can get them, nades can get them, just like regular nades. Usually at least one of your cams will die. And usually it's the most useful one where the operators or the enemy team is usually pushing. But also if the Maestro dies, his cam is locked in place, so if it's just facing at like a blank wall and just being useless to everyone, I mean, I think he's gonna have to go in C. Maverick's like a silent killer, right? I mean, they kind of countered it because they were like, oh, well, now it's gonna take longer to pull out your gun, so you can't just boop, hole, and then dead. Like, instantly. Like, you could instantly pull out your gun, you know what I mean? He can open up soft breach, he can open up hard breach. People learned how to make it so it doesn't take the entire, you know, fuel tank and all that. Like, you can get bandit wires, you can stop bandit from wanting to trick. I mean, his guns are good, his DMR is good, his M4 is good. I think he's gonna have to be B. I was thinking about putting him in C, but I think he's gonna have to be B, just because of how quiet he is and because he can stop bandit tricks. Now Mira, I think I'm gonna have to put Mira in B, just because of how many counters there are right now. As long as they think you're gonna bring a Mira, they're gonna be bringing a Twitch, and it's so hard to pay attention to the Twitch drones sometimes. If you're on Villa, they're going to go underneath the Aviator in games and open up both your Miras because they can get both of them. So unless you have a roamer down there who can actually win the gunfight, they can get your Miras from below. I mean, it's hard to play Mira on every site. Mira is just such like a situational operator that I feel like she doesn't deserve to be an A. just because of how situational she is. So I think she's going to have to go in B. Mozzie, amazing. I love playing with this gun. The fact that, I mean, although he is an information op, if you're roaming across the map and you throw down 2 little spider drone thingies and just completely stop the enemies from droning you out, I mean, they're not going to have any idea where to pre-fire you or where to know to look, because you're going to get their drones before they can even find you. And then on top of that, you're going to have an idea of where they're coming from, be able to drone them back if you want to. I mean, he's just so versatile, I feel like. Like, I think he honestly needs to be in B. Mute, I don't love Mute's gun. Mute's gun, just all of them, they're just not fun to play with. They're weak compared to everything else. Mute is kind of pointless for hard breach now, just because everyone plays bandit. I mean, you can still use him, but you're not going to be able to trick it or anything. I think he's going to have to go in C. Like, I guess I do agree with this guy. He's going to go in C. He put the Nomad in A, and I understand why. Because, it completely throws the person, renders them useless. They can't stop you from shooting at them. You can throw down air jabs on the flank, but there's a chance of the defense operator seeing them before they run into them and just hitting them, and you're less likely to be listening for just one random shot. You're more listening for the sound of someone hitting it, so you know where they're coming from. And then by the time that they get up, you're not going to be over there in time to get them down. Unless you're watching the air jab as they're, coming through, it's not as good as everyone makes it seem. I mean, it just renders the whole point useless, which was just that, it knocks him back. The only point where that becomes good is if you get a plant down. So I think she's going to have to be in B, where Gridlock was. Because Gridlock, I mean, it just denies everything. Like, the area is much bigger. They have to shoot more to get rid of them. So yeah, she's going to be in A, and Nomad's going to be in B. Pulse, I mean, like I said, the UMP is garbage. Just absolutely AIDS to play with. Pulse, the only time he's useful is if he's either playing a run out or he's playing underneath the site and shooting up to the site, or even above the site sometimes. But even then, he only has a C4. He doesn't have impacts. He does not deserve B. But I guess I will put him in C. I did want to put him in D, but he's going to go into C. Sledge has nades. Sledge opens up more walls than Ash does. Sledge has an amazing, super accurate, extremely amazing gun. Do I even need to say more? He's going into A. Sledge is obviously in A. Smoke, plant denial. This dude put smoke in C. How dare you? His FMG, not even that bad. Everyone runs his shotgun with his SMG though. His SMG, just fucking tap fire it if you can't, control the recoil, which I understand if you can. That shit is crazy. And then you could also just finish him off with your smoke. I mean, they can't plant. Only you can run in it. I mean, why would he be in C? Why is he not in B? Chonka? Well, everyone's like, oh, Lord and Savior Chonka, huh? Like, he has to be an F. I already said that Capcan's only here because his gun is, like, mediocre. I mean, if his gun's mediocre, what other redeeming qualities does he have? Here's the only redeeming thing. The only redeeming thing about Chonka is you can put it down at a spawn peak window and get, like, 1 or 2 spawn peaks off without them getting a single shot off on you, because you're like, oh, shit, Chonka's spawn peeking. But that's about it. And you can only even do it once a game, because after that, they're going to be like, alright, guys, watch out for the Chonka spawn peak, dude. Be careful. Thatcher, I already agreed, is absolutely S tier. Absolutely. 3 Thatcher nades. He's got that L85. The AR isn't even bad. I mean, he's got a Claymore to get the runouts if people try to, come out on you while you're playing hard breach. He pairs up perfectly with Thermite. By the way, Thermite is also S tier because he's able to pick his charges back up. It creates a bigger hole that's, everyone is going to be able to get through. I mean, you can counter bandit tricking, but he can also counter you, all that kind of fun stuff. And as long as you're running them two with Capitao, which is the meta right now, just insane. It's just insane. They absolutely deserve S tier. Twitch, me and my friend agreed that just because her ability is only as a drone, she needs to be an A tier. If she only has 2 drones, she only has 5 shots. I mean, if she can't get onto the site, especially when the, enemies are watching for her, she instantly becomes useless. If she can't get around a mute drone, instantly useless. I mean, there's just too many counters for her. And as soon as that drone's dead, your chances of getting past that hard breach is dead. But her FAMAS is good. And just because it's too easy to get, she needs to go A instead of S. And Thatcher should have been S because they can't stop your Thatcher nades, you know what I mean? Valkyrie was put in A. I really love Valkyrie, okay? You can get some amazing Valk cams, just ones that people can't find at all. Her gun, the MPX, it's extremely accurate. It has a semi-high fire rate. The only thing about it is that the damage is pretty low, but I mean, it's so easy to hit headshots with. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, her gun is just so good. So I feel like she definitely deserves to be an A. Vigil, yeah, I mean, he's countered by IQ. That's the only thing that's really stopping him from being able to be in B. I feel like this dude put him in C. I feel like he needs to be in C. I mean, his ability is really good. Drones not being able to see you. The only thing is that the drones know you're there. I mean, I guess same with Mozzie, but at least Mozzie can send the drone back and know where they're coming from. And your guns are really good, but you're so squishy that you're easy to get. And even though you think you're not being droned out, we all know you're there, okay? We all know. We'll get you. Zofia. So people don't realize this, but Zofia can completely stop bandit tricking. If she throws her things at the wall, it stuns the bandit through the hard breach, and he's not able to place down a bandit wire. So he's just completely stopped from being able to do that. So I do feel like Zofia deserves A because of that. I mean, her ability, it's like a better version of Ash's. Like, remember when everyone was just saying, wow, now, you just rendered Ash useless. Well, guess what, Ash? Zofia's above you. Fuck you, Ash. I mean, it stops bandit tricking. Can you do that, Ash? No, I don't think so, bitch. Fuck off. Ying. I was debating on putting her in A. Either putting her in A or keeping her in B, just because her flashes have such a massive radius. And on top of that, it doesn't matter if you turn away from a Ying flash. There's 5 of them. They all hit. And even if you're like, you can only see like the darkest, deepest corner of the site, they still flash you. Like, what are you gonna do? You're completely useless. The second that they push sight, you can't do anything besides try to guess where they're at. You can't hear anything, you can't see anything, and the flash lasts so long, and it's just impossible to avoid the flash unless you run out of the room. And even if you're running out of the room, they're probably holding angles on the room. I mean, you're probably screwed. Plus, her gun is amazing. It's super accurate. It hits hard. It has a decent fire rate. I mean, oof, dude. Like, just oof. It's just... So I do think she belongs in B. And I feel like this list is just so much better than this other dude's list was. I mean, there's only minor differences, but like, I just feel like it's just so much better. I did a lot better of a job. And if you don't think so, guess what? I don't care. This was a good list. Shields are completely broken, so don't try to debate on me with this. They're not broken in like a, oh my god, shields are so annoying to go against. They're broken in a, Ubisoft, you fucking broke the shields. Like, people are countering them in the stupidest ways right now. It's just dumb. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you disagree with me, go ahead and comment about it, you little bitch, because I'll be reading all the comments you don't even know. And, dare I even say, make another video about it, or make your own list and tweet it at me, okay?